today's class is, so in yogic philosophy, we have goddesses. And one of the goddesses is called Lakshmi. And Lakshmi is all about abundance. And she's about feeling good and pleasure. So it's about smelling something that smells good or eating food that tastes good. I feel like I've been having a lot of Lakshmi the past couple days. So I've been indulging a lot. So today I wanted to do a fire class. So today we're going to be channeling Kali, who's a different goddess, and she's the goddess of destruction. So she is all about how can we burn through anything that we're kind of carrying, and hopefully on the other side of this class you'll feel a little lighter, maybe a lot more sweaty, but hopefully lighter. So as always, don't feel like you have to keep your camera on, mute yourself, and I've sent everyone the playlist. Just make sure you're off shuffle, and we will begin in Balasana, or child's pose. So if you know how to get to child's pose, we'll start there and press play on your playlist when you're ready. And someone please just let me know if you can hear the music as well as my voice coming through, because we're playing it out here as well. All right, so start in child's pose, Balasana. So with Balasana, we keep active arms. And we have our big toes touching at the back of the mat. Your knees can go out wide as the mat, or a little bit closer in. And we just sit back onto our heels. Arms extend in front of us. And take a few breaths. Give yourself a moment to turn your attention inward. Again, like we did on Thursday, I would love if you can bring your palms together to touch while you're in child's pose. And if your shoulders allow, we want those hands come to the back of your neck. And we'll set an intention. So an intention is really whatever it means to you guys. Is there something that you've been thinking about that you want to start working on? Or is there something that you want to give yourself more permission to do? And at your next inhale, we're going to lower the hands and lift up onto all fours. We're going to run through a few cat and cows. So here we're stacking our knees under our hips and our hands directly under our shoulders. Inhale, lowering the belly, lifting the chest and lifting the tailbone. Exhale, suction the belly up, lower the tailbone. Inhale, rolling forward, opening up your chest. Exhale, lowering back down, pressing the earth away. Keep going 3 more like that at your own pace, okay? With your breath. Feel free to move about a bit if it feels comfortable. Keep going. Okay. When you finish, we'll meet back in tabletop. We're going to start with some tiger curls. So left leg extends out behind us. And as if we're pressing onto a wall, our foot is flexed. Our toes are coming towards our face. When you feel steady, plant that right foot back down on the ground. Right arm comes up. Find your strength just here. See, even I can lower my belly sometimes, so we engage the core. Inhale, bring them together to touch. Knee and your elbow, exhale, straight back out. And again. Inhale, really curl. Exhale, straight back out. 2 more. That's it, 1 more. Slow and steady. And exhale, bring them down to the floor. Take a moment to rinse out if you need to. Just do a cat-cow or back into child's pose. And we go again on the other side. So plant that left foot down on the ground. Right leg comes up. Left arm comes up. Inhale, bring them to me. Exhale, straight back out. Find that really long spine here. Can you extend as far as your leg can go? Reach as far in front of you as you can. Exhale, straight back out. And 1 more time. Inhale, bring them to meet. Really touch them together. And exhale, straight back out. Hold it here. And lower, back down to the ground. Child's pose. Just to release the shoulders. And inhale, we're gonna lift up here. So back into all fours. Walk your hands a little further in front of your shoulders. Tuck your toes, and we'll lift our hips to the sky. First down dog of the session. Find your breath here. Again, here, we're working to get the hips to the sky, tailbone facing the sky. So if your legs aren't straight, that's okay. You keep them bent. But the pose is working to create that triangle shape. Check back in with yourself. Next, exhale, bring your feet together to touch at the back of the mat. Left leg rises to the sky. Same concept as when we're in all fours, but we're flexing our foot, toes pointing down, pressing up behind us as if someone's pressing our leg down. Can we push them up? Inhale, bend that knee, tuck it in. We'll touch the left elbow. And straight back out. 3 more like this. Inhale, in you go. Exhale, straight back up. 2 more at your own breath. Don't rush it. Can you feel all the different muscles in your body working? Exhale. Beautiful. And when you finish your last one, you bring both feet together to meet at the back of the mat. Bend your knees down, child's pose. 2 breaths here. And because yoga is all about balance, what we do to one side, we must do to the other. So up we go again. Our hands are a little bit in front of our shoulders. Tuck our toes, lift our hips, downward facing dog. Feet come together to touch at the back of the mat. Right leg lifts to the sky. Find some comfortability here. Inhale, tuck the knee and tap the elbow. Exhale, straight back up. 3 more like this. At your own pace. You really try not to rush it, you guys. This is where the magic happens. 1 more. Exhale, straight back out. When you finish, we'll meet in down dog. Take 3 breaths here. I know it's not easy, but this is where we grow. Inhale, look to your hands, bend your knees. We're just going to slowly step up. Keep your hands connected to the earth and bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to shins and we're looking for a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Our first Uttanasana of the day. So feel free to grab your elbows, opposite elbows, and your ears in line with your triceps. And we're just hanging out. Exhale, lower your hands to the ground. Inhale, we're going to rise all the way up. Our first sun salutation. Slowly, arms come up wide and up to the sky. Palms meet and down to heart center on your exhale. Whew. I don't know how you guys are going, but I'm tired. That's the warm-up. Inhale, arms raise up. James is giving me death stares. Hands come to heart center. Fold all the way back down. Uttanasana, forward fold, working to get the crown of our head to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, opening up our chest to the space in front of us. Exhale, plant the hands on the ground and we step back into our high plank. Engage the core. And just find a bit of balance here. Remember, working to get the balls of our feet directly under our heels, so our heels aren't back like this. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, slowly lower down for 3, 2, 1. Untuck the toes. Magnetize the elbows and use your upper back like what we were doing on Thursday to open your chest up. Cobra pose. Plant those feet in to the ground. They'll help you lift higher. And exhale, lifting the hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. In your down dog, your feet and your hands are the base of the pose. So spread your hands wide and suction the earth. Pressing the ground away with your arms. And lifting the hips high. Inhale, look to the knees. Look to your hands, bend your knees. And slowly step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to shins. Or if you can, on the ground, looking for the flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right, slowly rise up all the way. And guys, this is your practice, okay? So if there's a moment in time, hands come up, hands come down to heart center. There is a moment that you feel you want to move your body a little differently to what I'm cueing. Feel free to do that, okay? Inhale, arms rise up. Last sun salutation. Hands come to heart center. Forward fold all the way down. I like to hang out in a forward fold because I have tight hamstrings. So I enjoy sitting in this space. But if you don't, you continue with your flow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your feet and step back with the opposite foot this time into a high plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward. And we're working on the alignment for chaturanga to get your wrists under your elbows when you're bending them. So it's like a 90 degrees angle. Lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. Magnetize the elbows and lift, shine the heart forward. Exhale, pressing up off the ground, lifting your hips, downward facing dog. Bring your both feet together at the back of the mat. Left leg rises to the sky. Bend that knee in, and we're going to step that left knee, our left foot next to the left hand. Anjaneyasana. Now we're going to lower that back knee, untuck the toe, lift the hands up. We're in crescent lunge. So here you should be feeling a stretch on that right hip. And if you can, we open up our chest and our back a little further for a back bend. Hands come to heart center. And we're going to do a twisted Anjaneyasana. I'm going to turn around for you so you can see. So we're working to get our right, what is this called? Tricep, this part of your arm, to your thigh bone. So we're twisting ourselves. Okay, so the front leg You've crossed over, beautiful. And if you want, turn your left hand into a fist and press your chest open a little further. Engage your core to twist further, okay? I'm just going to turn around. Beautiful. And release, back to heart center, arms rise up. And down they go. We're going to lift that foot. We're going to set it up for warrior two. So spin that back foot so it's parallel to the back of your mat. When you've got that right angle in the front foot, windmill open. Warrior two. Engaging the core. Inhale, flip that front palm. Reverse your warrior. So we're working to get this back hand can sit on your thigh or your calf, but not on your knee, okay? We don't want to put any pressure on your joints. Use that back foot knife edge to plant you in to this pose, okay? And back to center. Where are we going? Triangle. So open up that front leg. Sorry, lift that front leg. We're going to walk the back leg in slightly. We're going to angle it to the top right corner of your mat. Okay. When you feel confident, we're shifting your hips and we're going to triangle pose. Use your core to stabilize you and your feet. That monkey grip I was talking about on your hands, you can use that on your feet as well. And exhale, we're going to spin that front foot so it's parallel to the back of your mat. And we're going to go into a wide-legged forward fold. So if you need to, you can open your legs up a little bit. You probably should need to. And your feet are internally rotated, okay? So again, with our forward fold, it's really up to you if you want to be, I'll do it this way for you. If you want to be straight, so your wrists are directly under your shoulders, or if you've got more space to play with, we walk in a little further in between our feet. Okay, but the most kind of important alignment is our hips are in line with our, what is this called? Your heel. Are you doing an anatomy class? And in fact, everyone bring your hands so they're directly under your shoulders for me. Move your right hand so it's center. The left hand we're going to place on the base of your spine. We're going to open up, twisting open. Nothing in your lower body twists, okay? We twist from our core. We use that back hand to open up our chest. The hand that's on the floor is strong. Pressing the earth away, opening up the spine, opening up the chest, and see if you can breathe into the heart space that's now open. And exhale, forward fold. And we're going to swap sides. So your left arm is now on the ground. Bring our right arm to the base of our spine. And we twist our chest open. And a little tip is with your head, I don't want it to be looking up. We're aiming to get a straight spine. So wherever your spine is, let your neck follow that line. And exhale back to center, forward fold. We're going to spin back to the front of the mat. We're going to plant our hands and bring that front leg back to the back leg and up into downward facing dog. Lifting your hips. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky now. Inhale, tuck that knee in. Place that right foot next to your right hand, Anjaneyasana. Lower the back leg, untuck the toe, and lifting up. See if you can use, so I know there's a lot of pressure going down in this pose, but can you use your arms and your chest and your upper body to lift a little bit higher? Reach a little higher with every inhale, and exhale, we sink deeper into the pose, okay? come back down. Oh, sorry, no, they don't. To heart center. And we're going to do what we did on the other side. So our left tricep is coming to meet our right thigh bone, and we're opening up. If you can clench that right fist if you'd like to press yourself open a little deeper. And if you feel like this is a bit easy for you, you can tuck that back foot and open up and stand up. Okay? But otherwise, you keep where you're at. And exhale, hands come down. We lift that back leg. We're going to set it up for warrior two. So spin your back heel so it's parallel to the back of the mat. It's heel to heel alignment or heel to like the middle of your back foot. It's up to you, whatever's comfortable. Once you've got it set up, we windmill open. And I'm going to turn around so I can see you. Beautiful. Flip that front palm. Opening up, reversing your warrior. Breathing into your right lungs. And reaching to the sky with your right hand. Exhale back to center. Straighten that front leg. Walk that back leg in a little bit. You're going to face the top left-hand corner of your mat. When you feel comfortable, if you want, you can place your hands on your hips and feel your hips hinge back as you hinge forward on your top body. And if you don't reach here, guys, that's totally fine. On your shin, on your thigh if you need, working to grab this triangle shape in our legs. Really engage that front leg and the back edge of the back foot. Triangle. And rise back up. We're going to go back into our wide-legged forward fold, so rotate that front foot. Beautiful, so you must have done like a 360 by now. And folding forward. This is a great release for you all. Spin back to the front of your mat, so it should be a left leg in front. And we're going to, sorry, right leg in front, yep. Bring that left leg up to meet the right leg. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, slowly rising up all the way. Hands come to me. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. And we'll go again. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Hands come down. We step back with our left leg this time. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Chaturanga slowly, guys. 3, 2, 1. Lowering on the ground. This time for our cobra, I want you to bring your arms out so that your hands are in line with your shoulders, okay? But they are like, I don't know if you can see this. So we're making like a square. Square? Square? Rectangle? Okay. Inhale, keep those toes on the ground. And we're going to lift up like this with our cobra. And our tented fingers, okay? And exhale, lower back down. So I'll show you from this direction. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower back down. I want you to do 4 more like this. Really work on using your back muscles to lift you up, not so much your chest, but engage the core. Nice work. Go again. And when you're done, we're going to meet in down dog. So we're going to move forward. So hands plant under your elbows. And lifting your hips up to the sky. Untap the toes. Down dog. Take 5 breaths here. Sounds like a lot. Focus on your hands. Are they spread evenly? A lot of times we get a bubble in between our thumb and our first index finger. Try and open up that bubble. All right, bring the feet together, touch at the back of the mat. Left leg comes up to the sky. And this time we're going to open our hip up. So I want you to bend that knee that's in the sky. Then I want you to open the hip up to the left side. So I'll show it to you this way. Opening it up. Okay, working hard not to open our whole chest. Just the lower body, opening that hip. Flex that back foot. Make sure the toes are beautiful. And back down to meet your right foot. Right leg goes to the sky. We're going to open that leg again. Open that hip up. Keep that back leg flexed. Beautiful. And back down. Left leg to the sky. Open that hip up again. Inhale, bring that knee to touch your elbow and place that left leg, that foot next to your left hand. Nice work. So we were doing Anjaneyasana before, right? This one. So this time I want you to keep that back leg lifted. And I want to see if we can move into an arrow. So if you want, you can go straight up. But instead, when you stay down here, bring your arms out either side of you. We're creating an arrowhead with our head. And extend those arms as if we're going out to reach someone. Use your feet to balance you. That back thigh, engage it, keep it up. Reach with your hands. 3 more breaths. Such a seemingly simple posture for our body, and yet pain runs deep. Exhale, plant your hands back on the ground. Right hand's on the ground. Left arm opens up. The chest opens up. The left side. And exhale. Left hand comes back down to meet the left foot. And the right foot is going to come up to meet. We're going to go into Utkatasana or chair pose. So big toes touch the front of the mat. Bend your knees. Your arms scrape down beside you. Scrape the mat. Inhale. Rise up. Sitting down. Utkatasana. Now in chair pose. Good job, guys. Keep going, keep going. In chair pose, we're working. Okay, let go. Fold forward. I'll talk to you while you're relaxed. In chair pose, we're working to see a lot of people splay this bottom back, right? We open this up too much. So can you tuck your tailbone down, your ribs into your hip bones, and still lift up, okay? On 3, 2, bend your knees, arms extend behind you. Scrape the floor, straight up. Tuck that belly, tuck the tailbone. Can you reach a little higher? You should be able to see your toes. Exhale, forward fold. One more, my friends, one more. Bend your knees. Inhale, scrape the arms extend behind you, scrape the mat. Inhale all the way up. Tuck the belly. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down either side. And this time your left leg. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, your left leg. Your left leg goes back. Right hand on the, left hand on the floor. Right arm opens up. Whew. And I know your legs are burning now because mine are. So stay with that burn. This is our fire. This is where we begin. To let go, bring your arms down on either side of you. I'm gonna set up those legs for our arrow. Now, if it's too much heat for you, feel free to lower that back leg. But know when you're in this fire, this is where we change. Arms extend behind you, arrowhead. Try not to use the front leg to hold your body weight, which I tend to do. Can we lift up a little? Keep those arms extended. Two more breaths. Muscles moving. They're just dancing. Exhale, lower the hands. Good job, guys. Lower that back leg. Bring the front leg back to meet it. Child's pose. Check in with yourself. Check in with what may have been coming up in your head just then. We won't sit up. We can walk our hands back behind us. Give ourselves a bit of a quad stretch. So in yoga, guys, I think this is one thing I really love about it, is it gives you a chance to stop and hear yourself. So while you're in those poses, you'll notice thoughts will come up in loops usually of some sort of self-monologue. Can you move a little bit past that, a little deeper, and notice that your strength is not confined by what you tell yourself. We're going to move to our hands and knees. There are mosquitoes all over me, guys. Hands and knees. No, I'm okay. Tuck your toes. We're going to move into some core, okay? We're going to lift our knees just a little bit off the ground. Just a little bit. Find your core here. This is your lower abs. This is like where these are past our superficial muscles. These will help us stabilize in old age. Inhale, lift that left knee, keeping the right knee a little elevated, and bring that left knee to touch the left elbow and straight back down. But not on the ground yet. Right knee comes up to meet the right elbow and straight back down. Both knees are still elevated. Use your lower abs. Inhale, touch the left knee to the left elbow. Straight back down. Let's go again with our right. Inhale. Right knee to right elbow and back down. This time we're going to add a twist. Left knee to left elbow. Left knee to right elbow. And straight back down. Right knee up. Right knee to right elbow. Right to left. And back down. Two more, two more. Inhale, left. Left to right. And back down. Keep those lower abs. Right. Right to left. Back down. One more each side, one more each side. Left to left. Left to right. And down. Right to right. Right to left. And down. Knees lower. Hips lower. Great work. Great work. I'm going to do this again, guys. In your belly, it's your third chakra. This is where we find our sense of self, our individualization, our willpower. So if we can activate it, we see what else we can find about ourselves. Inhale, arms rise up. We tuck the toes. Lift the knees up. We're going again. Inhale, left knee to left elbow, and we're going to chuck the twist in straight away, left to right, and back down. Right to right, right to left, and back down. Four more each side. You can do it. You can do it. One, two, back down. Keep going. Right to right, right to left. I hope you're sweating balls because I am. Left to left, left to right, and back. Right to right. Keep on going. There's the honor system. There's only you keeping tabs of yourself. So you tell me when you're done. When we meet in child's pose. Your future self will thank you. I don't know if I told everyone that today would be a strong practice, but I'm hoping you're all doing more than you thought you could. We're going to lift up. I'm not going to make you do that one again. We're going to sit on our bum. We're going to go into Navasana, or boat pose. We're still in our core. So we did this the other day. We're lying on our back. This time we're going to keep, I'm not sure what angle this is. Someone that's good at maths can tell me. Less than 90 is what I know, maybe 45. Feet. Now there's two options here. Keep your feet like this with your shins parallel to the ground. I would actually probably just recommend this for all of you, because even I probably can't do Navasana completely properly, which is something like this, right? So knees like this, and we're going to be extending them. So we extend, and then we tap the floor and back up to the parallel position. Extend, tap the floor, parallel position. Extend, toes tap the floor, parallel position. Guys, try and do this slowly. Feel each muscle in your body, including your chest, working all together. A mini microverse inside your body. Is a mini microverse a thing?
Smaller than you.
It's smaller than a universe. Keep going. 4 more. I know it's a little bitch, but still a go. It's not easy to do all of it with you guys, actually. I'm sorry for the pain I put you through. And when you're done your last one, we're going to meet together in seated pose. Oh, extend your back. Man, it's sore. And we're going to bring our feet together, and we're going to just walk forward a little bit, opening up our lower back. Beautiful. And cross our legs. Hands come under our shoulders. Extend our feet. We're back in plank. How'd we get here? Nobody knows. Inhale, look to your hands. Shift the weight forward. Keep it. Hold it. Hold it. Down for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Untuck the toes. And we're going to wide open cobra. Open up that chest. Keep it there. 3, 2, 1. Breathe into your heart space. Exhale back down. Tuck the toes. Press up. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Engage the core. You can tap, pedal the feet out if you'd like. Beautiful. We're going to look to our feet. We're going to bend our knees and slowly walk there. This time it's okay if your hands lift up. I just want you to get to a standing position. And to help you feel a little lighter once we've burnt all that energy away, we're going to go into Trikonasana, or tree pose. I want you to lift up your right leg. You just come to bring it to balance on your ankle for now. Sorry, let me get back to that pose. So come back to Tadasana, which is mountain pose, standing. Bring your left leg in a little bit more than center, okay? So you can bring your feet together, left leg's a little bit more than center, right leg comes up to balance. So it's in a good position. I want you to really stand on that left leg, right? I can stand like this, but try and stand straight. Tuck that hip in. Feel your feet pressing into the earth, and at the same time receiving the energy to lift up, okay? When you feel comfortable in that standing leg, you can slowly bring that right leg up to meet it. And if you're comfortable here, we stay here on our shin, and our calf, sorry, and you can come up. If you want, you can grab that foot, the right leg, and the heel comes in to the inner thigh of the left leg. Don't sit this hip out. Try and extend it, keeping that leg straight. Find a drishti or a gaze point somewhere along your eye line. That's not me because I move. When you feel comfortable, arms rise up. It's up to you if you want them in a tree position like this. So we've got branches. That bottom leg is really pressing down into the earth. Hands coming up. Or if you want, arms can go all the way up into prayer position. I know you can't see it, but it's hands together at the top. Or again, if you'd like, hands can come down to heart center. This is Trikonasana, tree pose. Find the tree. Find your tree. Use your abs. And arms come to hips. And slowly, actually I want you to grab this heel, this knee. Flex the foot. And then slowly lower down. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to swap sides. And now that you've kind of got the mechanics of it, so right leg comes a little bit more than center in. Okay, stand on that right leg. You can use your left leg like a leg. Stand on that right leg. Bring up that left leg. Again, if you're here, you stay here. I personally find that a little bit more difficult, but it's totally up to you. Okay, as long as you really press, use your thigh to press into, or your legs, your right leg to press into your heel, the other leg. Press them together, find the energy meet. When you feel comfortable, arms rise up. Close your eyes over if you want to, but I find closed eyes can make it a bit more difficult. Find your lift here. So we've got the lower half of our body grounding into the earth. Can we use the energy that the earth produced to push us up, lift us taller? Hands come together. And sorry, I lost that one. Left hand comes to left knee. Flex that foot. And we lower down for 3, 2, 1. Great work, you guys. Great work. Okay, we're at the front of the mat. Arms rise up. And exhale, forward fold. We're going to release a little bit now. So hands come to the base of your spine. You can bend your knees if you need. Lift them up to the sky. And again, in this position, if this is not comfortable, you can keep your hands like this or let them go. Another great one is you can bring your hands, bend your knees all the way under your feet so your big toes are actually touching your wrist. And now you can just hang out here. So your hands can go all the way under your foot. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And then you start standing up and it pulls your arms a bit. Watch out if you've got sore shoulders. Exhale, hands come to the ground. Feet come out. Here I just want to show you a chaturanga, okay? You have a little focus on this. Hands come under your shoulders. We're going to shift the weight forward and we're going to slowly lower down for 3, 2, 1. Nice work, guys. Untuck the toes. So our chaturanga, we're working to get that 90-degree angle with our arms. Inhale, cobra. Engage your arms. Magnetize the elbows together. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Four breaths here, guys. You've had a great practice. Look to our hands. We're just going to bend our knees. We're going to go all the way down to a seated position. And we're moving into our cool down. Yay! So stay cross-legged. I want you to, actually, if you're at the front of your mat, move to the back of your mat. However you want to do it, just so that you've got room for your leg. We're going to go into Dandasana first, which is, I forgot what it means, but it's this pose. I'll find out for next class. So I want you to place your hands on either side of your butt, and we're going to just lift it up a little. And you've got two sitting bones, right? The little bones right under your bottom. And I want you to try and just sit directly on your sitting bones, okay? Because sometimes we move around. So just lift it up, find those 2 points, and sit directly down. Flex your feet, okay? And we're going to bring your right leg, just like Trikonasana, so the tree pose, same position but on the ground. Raise your arms and slowly lower down to reach that front foot, single leg forward fold. And here, guys, if you don't reach the foot, again, totally fine. It can be a very long time. So you meet yourself where you're at. With your hands sit here, beautiful. Okay, your hands are on your shins, beautiful. It's all beautiful. But ideally, ideally we're working to keep that flat back. Okay, working to the crown of our head, to our toes. So we're not rounding over like this to try and get it. Our chest is going towards our thighs. We're working to completely just fold over. And inhale, slowly rise up. We're going to swap feet. Bring that right leg out to meet the left. And left one comes to your inner thigh. And here we go again. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, folding forward. And if you're super flexy, which is probably a bit more than me, and your hands go all the way out, further past your foot, you can grab one of your wrists like this. Your left wrist, it would be in this case, and it can go over your foot and grab it, okay? I hope everyone has had a lovely Sunday. It was a bit rainy here before, but now it's overcast. And I was really happy when I woke up and it was raining, knowing that we were doing a fire practice. I think it's all good balance. And exhale, back up. I know that's not an easy pose for everyone, so thanks for doing it with me. We're going to lie on our tummy. We're going to do another stretch. I really love this stretch. So I want you to bring your, I'm going to face you guys for now so you can see. Bring your arms out wide so that your elbows are in line with your shoulders and your wrists are in line with your elbows. So they're making like, I don't know what you call it, an L, a right angle, thanks. We're going to tent your right hand, your right arms. We're going to bring this leg up a little bit and we're going to roll over onto this left chest, okay? Your head lowers. So really, if you've ever done like a chest stretch on a wall, it's the same concept. We're just using it, the gravity and our body weight to open up our chest. And if your foot doesn't reach the floor, that's so okay. Try and find somewhere that's comfortable for you. So all you're really having to focus on releasing is the chest. And exhale, release to the center, and we're going to swap sides, okay? So arms are out wide. Left arm tense. And keep our head. And we just turn over like that. You might feel a few cracks in your back. That's also really good. Exhale back to center. We're going to roll onto our backs. And we do our figure fours. Let's do our left leg first. I think I do my left leg. Bring your left ankle to your right knee. And we grab underneath our right thigh bone. Pull the left leg to the chest. Keep that left leg flexed if you want to find a deeper stretch. Left foot flexed as well. And again, with figure four, I found it helps people in different ways. So I want you to feel what feels good to you that you're actually feeling a stretch. So sometimes rolling side to side, you can find a deeper stretch that you prefer, right? I prefer a wider angle. Sometimes moving your ankle position, although we do like to try and keep that 90 degrees. You find where it feels good. And exhale, lower that right leg and we swap sides. So right leg comes on top. And we grab our left leg into our chest. And feel free to close your eyes over at any point. I think sometimes when we close our eyes, we can shift into our mind's eye a little easier and feel things that have been there that maybe we haven't seen or felt in a while. And exhale, lower that leg. We're going to grab it, go into our supine twist. So left leg is parallel to the ground, our left shin, sorry. And when you're comfortable, roll that left knee over your right side, and our arms come out wide, like extending from your chest. So you're like a T. Your right hand can hold that left leg if that's comfortable. And your right head should be facing, your head should be facing the opposite side of your knee. Ideally, both shoulder blades are still flat on the ground. So if you find that your left one is lifting up when you're rolling over, just roll over a little less, right? Your left knee doesn't have to be on the ground. Just as long as your Upper body is still flat on the ground. It's just your lower body that's twisting over. And then exhale back to center. Swap sides. Left leg goes down. Right leg comes up and folds over. And your head is rolled over to your right. And exhale back to center. We're going to move into our Shavasana. Both your legs, just extend where it's comfortable for you. If you want, you can do a little ankle roll with your feet. Hands facing palms up, and you can open your chest up a little bit by tucking your shoulders underneath. Try and keep straight spine. Find a straight spine. When you're comfortable, exhale slowly. Feel yourself melt onto your mat or onto your ground. With every exhale, just let your thoughts float away. Come back to your breath. And know that you are enough. Close your eyes open. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Bring your attention back to where you are. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you feel comfortable, we roll over to one side. And keeping your eyes closed, slowly press up into a seat. Bring your hands to heart center. And just revisit that intention that you set for yourself. After this practice, I'd love if you could just pay attention to see if anything for you has shifted. No judgment. Maybe it's just I'm a little sore. Thank yourself for practicing today, and I thank you for sharing your practice with me and each other. Namaste.